Oh yeah, I just wanted to provide an update on my first time taking Naltrexone, first time on the Sinclair Method. So the reason I've decided to do this is really because I just feel out of control with drinking. The volume of it, the amount of time I drink, the internal conversations, the arguments, the sort of arguments or convincing myself how to get around it, how we could have a drink, not got work tomorrow, not got a busy day, we're not doing anything this evening, good news, bad news, good day, bad day. No, it was just a catalogue of excuses I could choose from. But the reality was, in any of those excuses, I didn't have control of it, and I was really struggling. And I think the bigger thing for me was I was sort of having these conversations with myself. Monday morning comes around and it's like, this Monday is going to be different. This week's going to be different. Today's going to be different. We're not drinking tonight. I'm being solidly, firm with myself, but then not sticking to it. And it was really bothering me that I couldn't do what I said I was going to do. And I've been a heavy drinker for a long time. I got in a really bad way a few years back, and signs and signals were all coming back as to the direction it was heading again. And I felt like this is the time I really need to get a handle on it. So this is a great example, actually. So the first, I spoke to the doctor. I'd done a lot of research anyway, but the doctor had suggested that I'd do a quarter of a tablet just to get going, because there's a concern that people feel sick or can feel sick. And my mind immediately was, quarter of a tablet. It was quarter of a tablet for 2 sessions, for 2 drinking sessions, then half a tablet for 2, and then you can go up to a full tablet. Immediately my mind jumped to, this is 2, 3, 4 drinking sessions we can get in here without having to, be compliant. It was an excuse straight away. That's where my head went to straight away. And I've got a sense of purpose, and I looked at it and I was like, let's not do the quarter. I know my body. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be okay. So I started on the half a tablet. I also set up a couple of little things as well. So I'd normally drink 8 to 10 cans of like strong Polish beer, which is like 6% plus, and or vodka, neat vodka. And one of the boundaries I set for myself was to drink low alcohol beer. So I buy them little French stumpy beers. They're only a few quid, and I kind of thought that because they're only small, that'll buy me a little bit of time in between the drinks. And the other boundary I set myself was only drinking twice a week. So I said to myself, I'm going to drink on a Tuesday and a Friday, and that way, it gives me a sense of knowing that I'm never more than a few days away from a drink. So that was comforting. But as well, Naltrexone has been coined a bit of a magic pill, but what I understand is it does, say, 60% of the work. So it does the heavy lifting, but to make permanent change, you need to do some of the work yourself. So that's why I set that up. The first time I had a drink, so it was half a tablet. I waited an hour and 5 minutes. I did have a meal with it as well. And again, that was another one of the things I wanted to set up for myself, just to create that little barrier as well. So I waited about an hour and 5, I think it was, and took the tablet. Had my first drink, poured my first drink, and I guess the psychology of it is, there must be a placebo effect as well. You want it to happen. You're making these changes because you want these changes in your life. So it did feel different. Had that first pint, and I didn't get the rush. I was looking for it. It felt weird, kind of waiting for that moment to drop, that overwhelming relief, that release, that kind of satisfaction. I didn't get it, which felt odd. I think the nearest thing I could describe it to is drinking non-alcoholic beer and getting drunk. And believe it or not, I've drank non-alcoholic beer. I've had 4, 5, 6 pints of it before, you know, just trying to find different methods of trying to sort my drinking out. And yeah, I probably got to the 3rd drink, 4th drink, and I was really kind of thinking and questioning it, in terms of, why am I doing this? You know, what am I doing this for? It was really strange because I've never been mindful, never thought about drinking while I'm drinking. You know, once you've had that first drink, you're down the rabbit hole and, you know, you're gone. And yeah, I got to the 5th drink, I poured my 6th drink, I drank half, and I'd had enough. You know, I was really gassy. I'd considered these things, and honestly, I've drank in the past where I feel so gassy, I feel bloated, I'm not enjoying it. You know, I've got a weird taste in my mouth, or, you know, it's not my preferred drink. I'll still carry on. You know, there's no question that I would carry on. There's no question that I wouldn't drink what's left in the fridge. You know, it'd either be and if there's too much in the fridge, it's until I'm, you know, passed out, until I've ran out or passed out. So it was, yeah, it was a really cool first experience. A lot of learning, and yeah, interesting. Now I'm on this journey to get this sorted, and to have a result like that on my first session on half a tablet was massively, it's just positive, such a win, you know. Been looking for something like this for such a long time. I've been wanting to put a fix on it for such a long time, and it, you know, kind of feels like the jackpot with it, I'll be honest. You know, it's a total game changer for me. So anyway, I'm going to park it there. I said in my last video, you know, I am new to this. I'm only learning it. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying learning it. But if anyone's got any questions, I'd love to be able to help out. In fact, it'd be great content for maybe the next video that I do, maybe to answer some questions or give any insights. I'd love to be able to do that and help somebody else out as well. So yeah, for now, I'll see you on the next one.